Alright, it's on. Hello, beautiful people. I always wanted to make a video about this, so I'm going to discuss this body odor analysis report. Before I can even talk about the report, how does the report come to be? So, a year ago, which was in 2022, I was contacted by a Japanese woman who told me that she wanted me to be a part of some type of research where it basically they send some type of shirt out. You wear the shirt for 48 hours and then you send it back to the laboratory so they can do some type of analysis on what type of chemicals that are emitting off of the shirt. And within this analysis, it picked up certain chemicals that were still residing on my t-shirt that I was wearing for 48 hours. And I think this is should be very interesting to some people, because for a long time I had this weird odor condition it's not some regular musty odor, but it's some type of odor that I cannot pick up that is apparently very offensive. And not only is it offensive, it also irritates people's senses. Sometimes people rub their noses, they start to sniffle. I'm assuming they get a runny nose in certain situations when they're around me. I could never pick it up. I could never smell it. The only thing I've noticed is that if I eat certain foods, it worsens or exacerbates this condition, or exacerbates the odor, or exacerbates the symptoms. And last year, I think this is like the only strong information I've ever received from any type of test that was done to confirm that this is not all in my head. And I'm here to share it. Now, I don't know. They made this PDF. They may have two PDFs that were given to me. Since this was in Japan, they had to actually translate it into English, which is interesting. And I'm not sure if I'm supposed to actually share this, but the thing is, I was communicating with the Japanese woman some time ago, last year, and then she just stopped talking to me. So I just felt like this might be in the best interest of some people, just to understand just to understand, or just to see for themselves what I've had, I guess, in the tuck for a good amount of time. So after the analysis of my shirt, if you actually see, there's actually a picture where they show the steps of what they do. They first smell it themselves, and then they do some type of odor test. Okay, let me actually read the thing. Maybe I should increase these, zoom right here. And it says, odor type is examined by directly sniffing the sample heated by 40 degrees Celsius. The intensity of the odor for each part of the body is quantified. Specific malodorous substances are checked for their presence one by one. The type and amount of odorous substances that cause body odor are measured with the latest specialized equipment. The epidermal condition and the presence of germs are examined by the pH of the secretion. Why am I tripping on this word? The strength and impression of the entire body odor and the reach of the body odor are measured. Let me see here. We manufacture deodorant raw materials that match odorous substances. We conduct a demonstration experiment of the t-shirt deodorant using the user's t-shirt. We use users' belongings to see if they can completely deodorize by washing. So I think whatever the laboratory is out there in Japan, their main focus is trying to come up with some type of deodorant that can, deodorize any type of, I guess, strong odor that might be present within the armpits, or I guess in the upper body. So this is probably their end goal, is to find some type of solution that can truly deodorize, or make an effective treatment to deodorize strong chemicals that come off like apocrine glands. In any case, here's like the top 8 odors that came off me, and they tell me the intensity and the unpleasantness. Now, I think that the intensity and unpleasantness goes up to 5. So they're saying the intensity of my odor was 2, and the unpleasantness was 2.5. And hearing or reading that last year, I was sort of in disbelief because based on all the reactions I received over the last 18 years, it was hard for me to believe that it was under 2. But it says the odor type and tries to give the description of what it smells like, and then it's like the substance or the chemical that it's the proper name for it. So like fishy smell, the number one odor type is fishy muddy smell, and it says 2-propanene methyl ethyl ketone. Number 2 says, the description says burnt sweet sour pungent smell and sweet pungent smell, and it says 2-ethyl butyraldehyde and 2-carine. I don't think I should try to read all these like complicated words or chemicals, but these are these chemicals and substances that they were able to pick up when doing the gas chromatography. They also were able to determine the distance at which my body odor would be able to be detected, and it's 1.5 meters. I don't know how far meters are, so let's see if I can do a conversion from meters to feet real quick here. So 1 meter is 3.2 feet. So that's 1.5. Yes, 4.9 feet. That's fairly close. That's fairly close. That's like you're hovering over my shoulder or something like that. But let's keep going down here, because there's some interesting things I want to read within the analysis. It says, we are not familiar with the standards of non-Japanese people yet. However, if applying Japanese standards, the substances found in category 4, 6, and 7 are basic ones that form the foundation of body odor and can be detected more or less in anyone. So 4, 6, and 7 is a sweet sour smell, but it becomes grassy in larger quantity. 6 is frying oil smell, and 7 is animal fat odor. So those are the 4, 6, and 7. Those in category 5 are favorable odorants. Category 5 is a citrusy sour smell, nice sweet floral smell. Okay. Our favorable odorants up until here, they are all not bad to have. Although more substances were detected when compared with Japanese standards, a number of the substances that smell oily is low. Thus, oily smell is not prominent in your basic body odor. Acetic acid is more prominent in young generations, even in Japan. It's the cause of a sour, sweaty smell. Propionic acid causes a combination of sour and rotten smells, which does not give a good impression. Acetic acid and propionic acid are released in the sweat. The substances in category 1 and 2 are considered to be the cause of your apricot sweat odor. It's a type of odor containing a burnt smell with spiciness. However, it's not considered strong by Japanese standards. So 1 and 2 is fishy smell and muddy smell, and 2 is burnt sweet sour pungent smell. Okay, let's continue reading. The 2 substances in category 2 are so-called PATM substances and may prompt reactions such as sniffling and nose covering by people surrounding you. If the reactions mentioned in the questionnaire are physical reactions like sniffling and covering or pinching the nose, these substances may be the cause. The odor around your armpits and chest has pungency but is not very strong. A fishy smell can also be felt faintly on your back and back of your neck as a standalone odor. So this is interesting because, again, within this year and last year, I was trying to find if I do have any type of confirmation that I have TMAU. So I took a test, urine test, and then I did some type of gene test for within the genealogy. I even did like an exome sequencing that was supposed to test out like tens of thousands of genes to see if there was any type of malfunctioning genes. I couldn't find anything. So now I'm starting to think maybe I never even had something similar to TMAU or TMAU type 2. Maybe I always had some type of PATM substance. Maybe it was always this form of PATM that causes odor. There's a lot of people who have PATM who say they don't really give off a smell, or they never overheard anyone say that they smell bad. But then there are a few who say they have PATM and they have overheard people say that they give off an odor. Maybe I'm in that category where I have PATM, or I have some type of strong gas that's coming off of me that is irritating the senses of people and is also giving off an odor. That's a possibility. It's weird that I had to, in order to really get some type of definitive proof that there is something wrong with me, I had to actually do a test and ship my shirt out all the way in Japan in order for someone to take me seriously, or someone to do some type of analysis on whatever odorants that are on my body. It's very difficult to even find something like that. I mean, within last year and this year, I was trying to find if there is like some type of specialist that would do something like that. But it seems that, at least within the laboratory, the people who are doing this experiment, they're focused on some type of deodorant solution, which is the reason why they have all this medical equipment and they have this step-by-step procedure to do certain things this way. I guess maybe, I don't know, my best luck is to contact, I don't know, I don't even know who you would be able to contact. I don't know if you can randomly contact a person, contact a deodorant company and say, hey, do some type of body odor analysis on my body odor and see if you can pick up odorants and if you can design a specific deodorizer that can help me live a normal life. But this is another PDF, or this is another report that is showcasing the high amounts of concentrations of the chemicals that were coming out from my shirt. And it says here, the following data was obtained by cutting out 2 centimeter square pieces of the area where the odor was perceived to be strong and measuring them using gas chromatography, a device used for detecting odorants. Note, fabric pieces cut out from the left armpit and the center of the back of the collar were used as specimens. And they see the number 1 is 2-propanamine, and number 2 is 2-ethylbutyrylhaldehyde. I can't pronounce them correctly. It says in the GCMS data, the higher a peak in the graph, the more of that substance is detected. However, the odor of a substance with a high quantity does not necessarily mean it stands out in body odor. It is because each odorant has a different threshold. The minimal quantity to be smelled is natural to have quantities of 1 in 10,000, with 1 being the stronger odor. The peaks not listed above are silicon-based substances, fragrance-based substances, and other substances that are not considered to be derived from body odor, or the volume is too small for the threshold to be regarded as odor. So, I also want to just share this one piece before I end it. So this is going back to like PATM. It's like human skin gas profile of individuals with people allergic to meat phenomenon. And it's funny that the authors are also, you can tell by the names, or that these authors are also from Japan. I don't know why only in Japan, or even in Asian countries, if you look into any type of articles relating to PATM or skin gases, it seems like only Asian countries are focused in on these types of things. And they're showing some type of a few graphs. I think this graph is very interesting, but unfortunately I cannot zoom in well enough for everybody else to see it. It's too small. But yeah, those are interesting things. I don't know if I should share this so people can look at it, but I just wanted to just make a quick video about this and tell you that maybe the thing isn't really TMAU. Well, it is for some people. Maybe the thing is there are some type of gases that are emitting from your body that have a stronger concentration compared to normal people, which is causing odor or some type of aggravation to their senses in their nose, maybe their eyes, I don't know. But in any case, I'm going to end it right here. You guys have a good day.